It's beer and food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Sainsbury's. It's part of their Taste the Difference range and it's their London Porter at 5% ABV. There's the bottle cap. It's been brewed by Neame in the UK. Today we're going to be pairing it with a Katsu Curry, a naked rice Katsu Curry. I've already put the hot water. I just put the lid on just to get it to kind of steam up a little bit. About 4 minutes on the rice, so a minute or so to go. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Ooh, smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. We've got a nice 3-finger tan coloured head, jet black beer in the glass, good levels of carbonation. Looks pretty good. Nice summer's day out there today. I suppose some people can drink these type of beers on a hot day. I certainly can. There's others who would like something a little bit more, say, refreshing, like a lager or a pale ale, maybe an IPA. But I generally think if you can get over the kind of the mind, the thinking aspect of it, it's still a liquid, it's still going to refresh you. So I often find these beers are great to sit in the sun in the afternoon with. A nice porter. Full of nourishment as well. Let's get the aroma. Lots of caramel flavours. Chocolatey flavours. A little bit of kind of rich espresso coffee. It smells really good. A little bit of sweetness in there. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, not bad at all. 5% ABV. It does exactly what, for me, a porter should do at this strength, this 5% ABV. It's not an imperial porter. It's not trying to be an imperial porter. It's got a nice body, a nice creamy, rich body, some caramel, coffee flavours coming through, a little bit of bitter chocolate, but it's drinkable. It's refreshing, I find. If you can get over the aspect that in your mind, if you can get over that thinking that, okay, it's black, is it really that refreshing? If you can get over that, it really is a nice refreshing beer in the sun. Nice levels of carbonation, really pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. I don't think it's going to be a bottle conditioned beer. Shepherd Neame generally just produce filtered beers. You can see it down the neck of the bottle. Britain's oldest brewer. They're based from 1698. Based in Kent. It's really nice and rich, drinkable, nice body, nice kind of creamy body, but at the same time very refreshing. Right, let's check out these Japanese Katsu Curry noodles. When I put the water in, they were like, whoa, wow. Oh, they're really kind of soupy. What's really interesting is there's 3 lines. I don't know if you can see. There's 3 filling lines. One was like really thick, dense. The next line was kind of the ideal recommended kind of line of water you put in. And then the next line, it says here, fill here for a thinner sauce and less intense flavour. So basically, a lot of thought has gone into these noodles. It's all about kind of what you prefer in terms of like an intense flavour, or if you want them watery. Personally, I want them a bit thicker like they are now, a bit more soupy. And they almost look like Rice Krispies when they were dry. And then I could have put the hot water in, they all started to fizz and crackle, and different things. But for me, the market was dominated for years by pot noodle. All of a sudden, there's like this rush of companies bringing out different types of noodles and rices and into the supermarkets, and they're all competing with each other, and they're all trying to kind of higher the standard of what a hydrated noodle or a hydrated bit of rice can be. Oh, it's not like boiling rice. It's got a much different consistency to that. It's almost like Rice Krispies, but not crunchy. Do you know when you leave a bowl of Rice Krispies for a while and they become chewy and kind of stretchy? Yeah, it's like a Rice Krispie. Of course, if this was just a bowl of rice and you added hot water, it wouldn't work. If you think about boiling rice on the pan, it takes at least 15 minutes of intense boiling to cook the rice. This was just a few minutes. So they had to think of something different. And okay, yeah, has it worked? As a lunchtime snack, this was reduced in, I picked it up in Lidl, it was reduced in Lidl. It was about 50 pence for this Japanese Katsu Curry rice. And it's limited what you can do. If you want something nice and warm and hot in work, it's very limited what you can do. There's a microwave generally, you might get a cooker, you'll most definitely get a kettle. So they banked on the kettle of Naked Noodle. They thought, what can we do around the kettle? And I think it's a great idea. And okay, pot noodle got it back in the 80s, they really did. But it kind of stagnated. Nothing happened for 30 years. And now all of a sudden you have Naked Noodle, you've got these Naked Rice, and there's other companies, there's other, what's the other? Nissin Noodles, they're doing something interesting with noodles. There's so many things going on now in the world of just boiling the kettle and adding it to a product. And okay, let's talk about the curry. It's a mild curry sauce. Something that you might get from a chip shop. Not a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese restaurant or a takeaway of that matter, but a British chip shop. It's kind of like British chip shop curry. Mild, very mild. Mixed in with some rice. Some curry and rice in a pot for 50p. It's hot. Great on a winter's day. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. And the beer's good as well. Let's rate the two together. I picked the beer up, what was it? I picked up 4 bottles for £6 I think, or £7 in Sainsbury's, and it's a pretty good beer. It's a pretty good beer. Not bad for 5% ABV. Described as dark and intensive with a hint of spicy licorice. Yeah, okay, you can go with that. Rating? Oh, have they won an award or something? Oh, just they taste test it with customers. Whatever. Rating, I like that enough to give it a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer, the beer that is. The Katsu Curry. If you're expecting full-blown rice, you'd be disappointed. But then again, as I mentioned, you can have full blown rice. If you just pour a kettle full of water in a tub of rice, it would go cold before it cooked. So they've had to kind of like do something with it, like hydrate it or turn it into a bit like a Rice Krispie. If you're willing to get over that in your mind, you'll enjoy this product. It's a mild Rice Krispie, like mild curry pot, mild curry sauce from a chip shop, mixed with hydrated rice and Rice Krispie type rice. For 50 pence I paid for this. If you want to pay full price, if it was £1.50, I'd be complaining a little bit, I think. It's good enough for an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.